A menina está salva.
All right. We're back in there, man. What's going on?
Is that one going to take over the other slap that like?
Yeah, man. I figured I had to. Well, you said to make one, so I was like, all right, well, I need to make one, and that's. I still think that's the most brutal slap I've seen from Coffin Joe.
Yeah.
That's at midnight. I'll take your soul. Like you see it at the very beginning, like before you even watch the movie, like the credits are rolling.
Yeah.
That shit was like, oh shit. Like, but yeah, man, we're gonna get into this, man. We got a couple people in here already. Cool. We got Blissful. What's going on?
What's up, Blissful?
Yep. We got Ginger Ninja, the new horror YouTuber of the month.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. Congratulations again, man. Yeah, tonight, man, we're gonna cover these two films, Awakening of the Beast.
Man, I flipped mine around. I figured you were gonna do Awakening, so End of
Cool.
Man.
Yeah, End of Man.
Yep.
Or Finis Hominis. Ominous. Finis Hominis.
Yeah.
In Portuguese, I guess. But yeah. So let's see. Everybody just saying hey. But yeah, man. Yeah. So just don't forget, man, if y'all are watching, I mean, I know it's a little late for a lot of people. It is Friday night though. So
yep.
Just don't forget to, I know that's kind of pretty rough, but
we are covering. This is part 3 of this set right here. This Coffin Joe, inside of Coffin Joe. So
yeah, man.
If you don't have this set, this is what we're covering, and go out and grab it. It's great.
Yeah, man. It's been a wild ride. So we're 6 films in now, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. 6 films in on this damn thing. I actually started reading this damn book too, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm like 20 pages in. That's a thick ass little book.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, man. I guess we'll get it going with Awakening of the Beast. You want to start out, or you want me to start out? How you want
to? Either way, the Awakening of the Beast, man. That it's just such a trip of a movie because it goes all over the place, man. With that one,
it does.
To me, anyways. It's just everybody's just tripping out on LSD the whole time.
Right. It's meta too, though.
Yeah, it's very meta. Yeah, and then there's all sorts of there's a lot of nudity in that one.
Yeah, it's like he broke away, like,
yeah.
Let's see, we got Chris C in here. Evening, everyone. What's going on, man?
Chris.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess I'll kick it off with just so it kind of starts out in black and white, man.
Yeah.
And then Coffin Joe's telling you once again, he's always gonna preach to your ass, you know what I'm saying? He is like the superior being. Like, so he says, my world is strange, but it's worthy to all those who want to accept it, and never corrupt as some want to portray it, because it's made up. Because it's made up, my friend, of strange people, though none are stranger than you. Like, it's basically saying you're strange for watching this shit. So what are you condemning me for? But I don't know. But yeah, man. So there's like this Dr. Sergio, and he's with these other 3 psychiatrists, and they're on TV explaining like that he's done this LSD experiment with these 4 different junkies from different social classes. Right?
Yeah. And they're acting pretty wild too.
Yeah, man. And dude, what do you think about that first scene though? Like that junk you see the chick shooting up like in her foot or
Yeah, it was
ankle?
in her foot, I think.
Yeah, and then she like they got this crazy ass music going, like it's on a record player, on a 33 record player, and
yeah,
it's shit. She starts stripping down naked, and then all these dudes are watching her, right? And and there's like this gift. There's like this gift. It looks like it's wrapped or something. And they unwrap it and shit. And as soon as they do that, it's like a cooking pot.
Yeah, it's like a little cooking bowl.
Yeah. And she takes that cooking pot, and I'm assuming she's shit in it. I mean, they don't show it.
I'll show it.
But they're like all amazed. And you're just like, what in the fuck is going on here? But that's exactly what you're getting into, though. So it's kind of way different than anything else he's done out of the ones we've seen, I guess.
Yeah, it's out there, man.
It's really fucking out there. This is some, but like there's. Oh, go ahead.
When it was made, it was probably around like the time hippie culture was such a big thing.
Yeah.
Throughout the world, and I just feel like that was kind of him portraying how he feels it was back then, you know?
Right.
All the different drugs they were taking and stuff.
Right, man. The hippie culture. I mean, this is like a strong.
Both of these have hippie vibes to them.
Right. This one in particular is a very strong message. I think it's like speaking on, you know, I mean, I know it's speaking on drugs, but it's also speaking on don't just blame the drugs for your actions. You can't use it as an excuse, basically.
Yeah.
You know? But in a very weird way. But he tells you, I mean, he's telling you the whole time. I mean, this is some strange shit you're about to get into. So
yeah.
He always breaks that fourth wall, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, man, and you got this weird ass, like that song I was telling you. I actually wrote this shit down, man. The damn lyrics to that shit. So, and you touched on that. There's way more nudity in this one.
Yeah.
Like you see like all these posters on the wall, like right out the gate. But there's a song playing, and it's like a kind of a happy vibe, I would guess. What do you think? Like the
yeah, it sounds kind of like happy and uplifting, but then it's, you know,
yeah, it's a dark ass shit. It's saying
kind of fucked up at the same time.
Yeah, it's saying like it says war, a word that lives inside of me, fear of the end to kill, to extinct all love, extinct all the hope that still exists in the world. A dirty world, dirty because they make you cry from what you see. Peace, I know there's no more, but I try to forget. We're all going to die very young. Fucking because of fear, because of insane people who I know aren't few, and they want the end of us all by means of the war. Wipe clean the face of the earth, everything that exists. Peace, peace. I know there's no more, but I try to forget. We're all going to die very young because of fear. But it's like this fucking, like I was saying, it's like this uplifted poppy shit going on while it's singing all that shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? But damn. So then we get into this what's that? Damn. Oh yeah, I already mentioned all that. Oh, the schoolgirl gets picked up, right? The teenage girl gets picked up by the hippie dudes. Man, that shit gets really fucking strange too, right?
Mm-hmm.
like soon as she goes upstairs with these hippie dudes, like there's this dude. I don't even understand that shit though. Do you? Like
No,
the dude with the drums?
no,
Like how is he stuck to the wall like that?
that was weird, weird shit.
Like this dude's playing the drums, and this other dude comes out with a guitar, like trying to serenade her ass with the guitar, and then this other fucking guy just comes out of nowhere, and is like, quack quack. and then the dude that brought her there is like, no, don't worry, everybody's cool here. And I'm thinking, yeah, right, motherfucker. Everybody ain't cool there. But man, yeah, I mean, it just goes on and on with that shit, man. That's then it's she starts smoking some weed, and I guess she gets all horny and shit. But I'm not gonna go scene to scene, but I'm just kind of like going through it a little bit. But man, it's a strange one, dude. I think it's like let's see. Yeah, it's like what did you think about that shit when like she starts standing there with her legs spread and like all these dudes just start going like they all start sticking their head up her damn skirt.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like they were all just kind of like seeing if they could,
yeah, like it was like
get
they were in competition or something on who could do it the best or something.
Yeah, her.
It's
like that.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And then like, one time she's moaning a little more and
yes, like she really was getting one of them was really getting it. But
then he was able to take her panties off without pulling them down.
Yeah, it's
some crazy shit.
Insanity, man. They just keep talking about the experiment, and it's extreme meta though, I think, because you got Mojica as one of the psychiatrists. Or no, he I think he's just sitting there with him talking, right?
It's always just with you think it's going to be a movie that he just directs, but he always just ends up popping up in there.
Yeah,
it's like some random character. You'll just see Mojica just showing up. Then some crazy shit goes on.
But like, kind of fast forward a little. There's this one part where it kind of like you're watching a black and white TV, and it's all fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like he's on trial, like
Mojica
is on trial, and he says, in Brazil, to make a film is like making a spaceship and sending it to the moon. There's no resources, forced to buy imported film stock. So he's kind of like, I noticed that in all his films, he's really speaking out against the damn government there.
Yeah.
And he's really speaking out against the church as well, the Catholic Church in particular. But he says, the audience, I give the audience what they want. The reviewers, they love what they see, but the film critics, they love eating the bananas, but the film critics eat the pills and shit. So, but yeah,
there's all sorts of crazy metaphors and shit that he says.
He's like, he's got all this poetry shit, right? That he's always saying. It's always talking about the fucking universe and different galaxies and shit. But yeah, it's it really gets better as the film goes on. Once you get past, I think, then you go to this trippy disco, and then it's really showing how the psychiatrist got all the different people to partake in this experiment with the LSD.
Mm-hmm.
Which I won't spoil the film. I'm just kind of setting it up a little. And then, but once they start doing the LSD, right, that's when it gets weird. That's when it really gets fucking weird.
Oh, yeah.
And then the black and white changes to color. And I think that's the best. The last part of the film is the best part of the film. Like,
yeah, he always does a good job with transitioning black and white to color.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
and there's some wild shit going on. It's like they're all in hell, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm getting like Freddy Krueger vibes, but this is way the fuck. I mean, I know we've mentioned that before, but it really is. So it's a lot like Freddy Krueger. But
yeah, it's a lot like those dream sequences whenever the teens would get sucked in and be one of those type of scenes.
Right. And he's like the master of that world, right? Like nothing, it's exactly damn near like, I mean, exactly like it.
Yeah, and everybody basically worships him.
Right. Like you got all these people on these stairs and he's just stepping on them.
Yeah.
While he's coming down the stairs and shit.
Why not? Why not?
And I had to read some of this shit to Tasha. Some of that shit is like, whoa, bro. Let me catch a chat right quick. Let me see what they're saying. All right. I think, are they just talking amongst each other? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think they're just talking, man. Okay. But yeah, it's holy shit. And then you got like this one scene where like it's crazy, dude. It's like all these, you see all these asses with faces painted on them.
Yeah.
and like smoke's coming out of one of them. I don't know how the hell they did that shit. And it's like they're dressed up like priests. Is that what he was doing? Like, is that what they were supposed to be?
I think so.
Like some kind of ass face priest? I don't know, man. It was so weird, right? Yeah. And I think that the really the prettiest chick that's one of the part of the experiment, I think she gets it the worst though.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? With that teleport slap?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was trying to find a clip of that shit because I wanted to show that shit because he's like, you'll see him do like this with his hand and then it'll like vanish and then it'll be slapping her and then it'll vanish and he's back here. I don't know why that shit's so funny, but I know a lot of people probably wouldn't think it's funny. I'm a twisted fucker, I guess. But oh man, let's see. Chris says, "Sheesh, this sounds great." Yeah, man, it's wild as hell. This whole set, man, like,
yeah, it's crazy.
It's pretty tripped out shit.
Every time Coco walks in, she's like, "What are you watching? Some porn movies?"
Oh yeah.
Every time I walk in, there's some girl naked in here. I'm like, it's not like that the whole time.
Right. Yeah. I try to get Tasha I try to actually get her to watch Awakening of the Beast.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm out of here. Like after about the part where with the bowl and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's gone. She's gone, man. Chris says, I watched Rope and Frenzy, not just Strangers on a Train, loving myself watching these great Hitchcock films for the first time. Hell yeah, man.
There you go.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I like all three of those, man. They were great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but then there's some twisted shit, man. I mean, I don't guess we need to go through the whole film. The trippy disco scenes, though, like, what is it with the fucking in the 60s and 70s, man? That I guess people thought that shit was hot with women like in bikinis showing their ass crack, or when women are wearing panties and they're always showing their ass crack.
Yeah, it's always like a little too low cut.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get it, man, but this looks kind of fucking weird to me, but that's just me. It's like, you get some shit that fits, bitch. But so I'll just I'm gonna read some more of this, man. And I guess we'll close out Awakening of the Beast because I'm not gonna spoil it. It really ain't. It's kind of docu style too, when you say, in a way. Yeah. But it definitely breaks the fourth wall. It's meta as hell. It's just so much. Because I watched it twice and I actually like it better the second time around.
Yeah, I probably like it better the second time too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to take in on that first go round. But I know a lot of people just dismiss this shit. A lot of people would dismiss all these films, probably,
Mm-hmm.
But
I
don't know, man.
What the hell did I just blind by?
Right. But so Coffin Joe, he says it's a dimension well beyond what a man can conceive mentally, where a woman is assigned her proper place. I was like, oh shit. And he says, from the beginning to the end of the centuries, man is the ruler of everything. He's the master of life, and woman is his instrument. She's the willing slave before the power of man. His actions know no reproach, so it shall be. Throughout the millennium, so it shall be, until the end of everything. Poetry in the macabre. From one galaxy to another, from one existence to another. The little forever midget and the great eternal giant. So I know what he's saying there. So he's saying that woman, Coffin Joe is saying that woman is the eternal midget and that man is the eternal giant.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, dude. Yeah, I read that shit to Tasha, and she was like, "You like that shit, don't you?" I was like, "No, not really. I just thought that shit was crazy as hell."
Yeah, he's nuts.
Yeah.
But he's also smart as hell too.
Yeah. Yeah. He yeah. He thinks he's like we say, he thinks he's like the eternal.
Yeah.
He thinks he's more over God and the devil. So
you feel like he thinks that in real life too, like outside of these movies?
Mojica?
Yeah, he might.
Possible, because they said that Coffin Joe was his alter ego. So, but then there was also people said that he would claim that he was insane and shit like that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if you look at his IMDb photo, he's still got the fingernails, even at like an old age.
Right. Yeah, man. I can't say that that's fair to say he's insane though, because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because he made some crazy ass movies.
In his older age, he kind of looks like a Brazilian Fulci or something,
Yeah, he does. He does. I think him and Fulci would have got along good.
Yep. Can you imagine a movie directed by both of them? Fuck.
Yeah. If they collab.
Yeah.
Shit. But yeah, it's but yeah, man, that was, I don't know, man. I think right now where it sits, I'm probably like middle of the pack. I'd probably give Awakening of the Beast a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I was thinking 2.5 for me. I did it hard it though, so.
Oh, like 2.5 out of 5?
Yeah, out of 5, yeah.
Okay. Same as me then.
Yep.
Let's see. Coffin Joe, all that in a bag of chips. Yeah. Yeah, man. Or some snakes and tarantulas and hissing cockroaches.
Oh yeah.
But this is something where it really gets. So both of these are very different from the other films we watched.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say this one's probably the most different because he's playing a completely different character. Mojica is. And this character goes completely against the Coffin Joe type, where he's good. He's like this savior, messiah type character.
Yeah.
So this is In the Man. And you got that one, right?
Oh yeah.
The cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, In the Man. And then
this was my favorite of the two.
Yeah, I think so too. I gotta say though, I think I still like the probably the last 30 minutes more.
Yeah.
Of the other one, but that's that. Well, y'all seen the thumbnail? Hell, shit! I put the old school art on the thumb. So, but yeah. This was probably I'll probably watch it more for sure. So this is In the Man, 1971. Unlike the usual Mojica Coffin Joe character, there's a naked man wandering, performing miracles, exposing evil, and helping people. The opposite of Zedo Kaijon. So, how you want to go about it? You want to start with it?
Well, I mean, when it starts off, you just see this naked man just kind of walking around, and
Yeah.
he just shows him going from different places to different places, and kind of people's reactions seeing this naked man walking around. And it's Mojica.
Yeah.
That's the naked man.
Right. Like
you
see
see
this.
Yeah, you don't see his front or anything like that. You see his backside, but it's funny watching him walk through traffic and stuff.
Yeah, it is, man. It's because everybody's tripping the hell out. You got a couple making out on the beach.
Yep.
Because he like comes right out of the ocean, right? It's
Yeah.
like,
yep.
Which
you
is
got the scene where he's way down the road, and then all the kids are running away from him.
Right. And then there's like an elderly woman that's like in a wheelchair. She can't walk.
Yeah.
And he.
Go ahead. My favorite parts of the opening parts are whenever he's like, people are just like sitting there, like it'll be a couple or something like that, and he'll just like sit right in between them.
Yeah. Yeah, he just sits down right.
Just like butts right into their whole shit.
Right. Yeah, out there in the park, and there's some dude taking pictures of him, and it's like Coffin Joe kind of snuck in there for a second, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause he takes the dude's camera and just throws that shit in the little lake or whatever. But yeah, man. There's so he saves some woman. I guess she was getting raped. Is that what was happening?
Yeah, I think so. There was a struggle or something.
Because they took her child. They had like these dudes set up like this roadblock, and you kind of like hear some similar Superman music or some shit.
Yeah, you got the kids being picked up by one of the guys, and then there's up two or three other guys who kind of holding back the woman.
Right.
And then Coffin Joe kind of walks up naked and saves the day.
Yeah. This other character, I keep forgetting his damn name. Finis Ominous.
Yep.
Finis Ominous. But yeah, man, he's going around. He's like helping people out. It's way different. It's funny though. It's like I'd say it's a dark comedy.
Yeah, he's outperforming miracles and stuff. And
so I looked this up. This shit's called, like, there's this type of genre is called mouth of garbage cinema.
Really?
In Brazil. So there's other films that are similar to this.
Huh.
And there's the sequel to this is the other one in the set. The Gods Fall Asleep or something.
Okay.
So that's the sequel to this one. So I'm interested. I want to see what that.
That's the one I thought I'd like the least out of the set. So now I'm kind of more interested in that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to spoil it because the end is fucking great.
Oh yeah.
It is fucking great, man. Like, all these people are just like amazed by this fucking guy. Like, because he's all the shit he's doing and helping people, like miracles. And there's a scene where this chick, she can't cry over her husband that died. The only way she can cry is if she gets sodomized. And it's like, what the fuck? And like over this dude's coffin, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's oh shit, man. It's fucking crazy. Discreetly having anal sex right there over her dead husband's coffin. I was like, what the fuck? You know?
What year was this one? 71, you said?
Yeah, this is 71.
Yeah.
So they're really he's really breaking some barriers in this one, you know.
Yeah, this is more hippie culture in this one too.
Yeah.
Like there's that whole part whenever he's in the room full of hippies and everything, and
Right.
fuck, forget where it goes from there. But
Oh yeah, it's like they all think he's like their savior and shit. And,
yeah.
And
They're like, oh, we found our god.
Yeah, and he's like
our master. That's what they said.
He has like a bag of money. He starts throwing all the money to him and shit. And I don't know. It's very weird.
They're going crazy over the money.
Yeah.
Or coins.
And it's got some real cool psychedelic, trippy ass lights, like off of a projection.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on these women and shit. Kind of remind me of Laughing or something, you know?
Yeah, and then this one, you see a guy painting all the people's backs, the letters.
Yeah, he's painting Amore or something.
I think it's AMOR.
I guess it means love or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's crazy as hell, man. It's just there's a girl that's I put it in the intro. You see like this wounded girl dying, and the hospital refuses to help.
Yeah,
because all the doctors in the hospital are like, they're just all fucking off. You know, some of them are. Well, there's a doctor and a nurse getting it on in one room. There's some other doctors that are like watching a soccer game and shit. Like, and this little girl's dying. He comes in there. They think he's somebody important, you know, and he carries the girl in there and makes them fix her and shit, you know.
What?
Yeah, it's I don't know. You can't. This one's a little harder to talk about. I don't think, because in this one he's not the chatterbox he usually is.
No, he's kind of a mute performance.
Yeah, he's quiet, silent. He's completely opposite of Coffin Joe, I'd say.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty what he was going for. Well, you remember the hippie song that they were singing?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody naked.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? Yeah.
Everybody naked.
And then, like, you know, he's kind of like the end of it though. It just it's like, what the hell? I wasn't expecting that shit.
No.
But yeah, I'm not gonna say what happens, but let me check the chat, man. Let's see. I think everybody's talking. Let's see. Blissful says, like the acid tests.
I don't know what an acid test is.
I'm not sure.
I didn't grow up at that time, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Chris says never did acid. Chris, me either, just shrooms. Well, I mean, you know, I experimented with some shit when I was younger. I ain't gonna lie. But,
yeah.
You know, it is what it is. But yeah, man. What else? Is there anything else you want to add to it? I hope we covered it good. I mean, this one is not. It's a funny one. Like, it's more comedy, but it's a dark comedy. It's dark.
It's a very, very black humor, dark.
Yeah.
There's that whole. He has a whole nother. Is it narration or monologue at the end of the film?
Yeah, where he's talking about humanity and
that was really cool.
Yeah, I didn't write none of that down. I guess
I know you love that type of shit.
Yeah. I dug it because he's saying basically like, well, shit, I can't say it really. That's why I didn't write it, because it's like the end of the fucking movie. So, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Let's see. Blissful says, Leary acid test. It's how the Grateful Dead got to be. Okay. Yeah, that's a little before my time as well. So, I mean, I know about the Grateful Dead though, of course. I just don't I know that there was a lot of experimentation with the LSD and shit, with so many different cultures and so many different everywhere. Yeah. She says, spent a lot of time in Woodstock. They believe in natural. Yeah. But yeah, man, I don't really know how further we can go with these two.
Yeah.
Probably more so on the. So you like this one more than
Yeah, I think so. I don't know the overall tone of it. I like the dark comedy better than the other movie, but I'd have to go back to the first one, The Awakening, and see.
Yeah,
because I think it'll be better in a second view.
Yeah, I like the end. I guess the last 20 minutes, the last 30 minutes. I don't know. I like it the most out of the two films. That's the part that I like when everybody's doing the LSD trip, you know.
Yeah.
And then the black and white turns to color. That's where it shines. But I like them both. I gave that one Awakening 5 out of 10. I probably with you though. Like In the Man, I probably give like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give it a 3 or a 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that one part too when they're at the movie theater and they're all watching Coffin Joe.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're watching at midnight, right? Or were they watching tonight? I think they're watching at midnight.
Yeah, there.
Yeah. But yeah, so far out of the set, so we've seen 6 of them. There's 11 total in the set. So which one out of the 6 do you think is probably your favorite still?
Well, 11's including the documentary, right?
Yeah, so I guess technically it's just 10. Really.
Yeah. My favorite in the set still are the first 2. Still at Midnight's probably still number 1, but
yeah,
you know, The Snail Possess Your Corpses was like right there. I give them the same rating.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I'm more with the first 2 as well. I like that third part though too, Embodiment of Evil. I think it kind of finishes it out, even though it's way different.
Yeah, because
40 years different. 40 years.
So, way more modern.
Yeah. Let's see. They're talking about Gotta Love Jerry Garcia. Wrangler, he was amazing. Okay, cool. Let's see. Chris says, great stuff, gents, as always. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. This is going to be a little shorter of a go round on this one, man. It was, like I said, In the Man's, he don't have a lot of dialogue, so it's
nope.
And there's really not as much happening. Like it is, but it ain't. It's hard. You just have to see it.
Yeah, it's like a 70-something minute movie, 80-minute movie.
Yeah. So well, we can hang out for a few minutes though if y'all want to bring up anything. You got any questions or if how this series is going? I don't know if y'all have seen them all. This is the 3rd part. So
next one's up are which ones?
The next one is going to be, let's see.
It's got to be When the Gods Fall Asleep, right?
When the Gods Fall Asleep, and what is that?
The Strange Hostel of Naked Pleasures.
Yep, Strange Hostel of Naked Pleasures. So I know it's going to get pretty wild now. We're getting into the 70s, so because we're, starts at the toward the end of the 60s. Well, no, it starts in what, 63? 64? 63, 64.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're in the 70s, so it's getting a little more trippy. But yeah, man. Blissful says, great live, guys. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. And in case y'all didn't see, don't forget to, Shit. That shit's brutal, man. When I first seen that shit, I was like, holy shit. But
what am I getting myself into?
Yeah. You can so if Coco sees that, that you was the inspiration behind that, Brian. You said to make one.
Yep.
I was like, all right, I'll make one, but
I don't think she's watching tonight.
Right. But let's see. Got a couple. Let's see. Bliss was laughing. Shit. That's awesome. And Wild Wrangler says Coffin Joe died 2020. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he did. Look, man. I mean, he finally got to do what he wanted, man. And from what I understand, like I think we talked about a little bit, like the dude, he even said his religion was cinema. So,
yeah.
And he said he was illiterate too, which is crazy.
He would have been floored to know that his set would come out like looking like this and stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, people around the world can see it now.
Yeah,
so, pretty cool. But yeah, man, I guess we'll get out of here. And y'all have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll be back. You want to do it next week?
Yeah, we're gonna do it next Friday.
Yeah. So next week be part 4 of the Coffin Joe, or Joe of the Coffin, Zedu Kai Zhong, or Zedu Kai Show. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that shit out still. But
Part 4 or 5.
Yeah, man. But y'all have a good one. Let's see. Night all. Bye for now, everyone. Yep.
See you guys
later, Wild Wrangler. Y'all take care. I'll leave y'all with the intro, outro, vice versa.
A menina está salva.